5 Secrets of Rejuvenation, Wrinkle-Free and Glowing Face. Is this the most important video you will ever see online? There are millions of videos out there. The thought that this one is maybe the most important one you will ever see sounds far-fetched. But it's not. Let me explain. My name is Ella Draper, and 6 years ago, aging started to affect my face. I was stressed out about my relationship at the time, felt upset and depressed about the way I looked. This is me then. Wrinkles were appearing, skin was going dull, the whole face was just sliding down. I was really desperate to improve it. I mean really desperate to find the solution. But what I saw around did not appeal at all, and in fact stressed me out even more. The first places I turned to were beauty salons. There were a few rejuvenation things that seemed to work: fruity acids, laser treatments. They turned out to be short-lived solutions. Face looked great when I left the beauty salon. But then, after several days to a week later, I asked myself, have I actually done anything to my face at all? It was the same as before the treatment. The only thing that reminded me about that outing was the receipt and the balance in my bank, which went down by $100. Does it sound familiar to you? Then, of course, I looked into the Botox injections. It was, and still is, one of the most popular non-surgical procedures on the market. Then, after some research, I found out that the Botox had quite few potential risks and undesirable side effects. And like any other injections, could cause pain at the injection site, headaches, bruising, swelling, bleeding. Here's quite an unpleasant photograph of the injection. And now studies show that Botox turns muscles into a fat too, up to 50%. Here's the screenshot of main online health website talking about this. I have also discovered that this cosmetic treatment is based on the mechanism that paralyzes the muscles. By stopping chemical reactions which make them contract and what makes face moving. Therefore, with time, it atrophies the muscles. The effect of the jabs usually lasts 3 to 5 months, and then you have to repeat them again. Once the effect is worn out, face muscles become weaker than before, skin sags, more wrinkles appear faster. So, you are entering a vicious circle here and become dependent on the Botox to maintain the tightening effect. Botox is not cheap. One injection could cost around $300 at a time. And sometimes you need to treat more than one place at once. In addition, jabs are chemicals and burden our liver, blood vessels with toxic byproducts. This, of course, speeds aging even further. Then, next option I looked into was surgical facelift. I was familiar with this from my mom's experience. Her bruises and swelling, however, did not leave very pleasant memories. Although I thought that perhaps medicine has advanced since then, it did seem like a longer-lasting solution. The first thing that hit me was an extensive list of the possible risks and side effects of the surgery. Well, no surgery is risk-free, right? Just a quick look at this list, to be honest, freaked me out. I thought it was relevant to put it here in case you haven't seen it before. Now there is a screenshot from Forbes.com talking about the risks of the surgery. There is a possibility of unfavorable and excessive scar tissue formation, bleeding, hematoma, and possible infection. Here's another screenshot as well from Medscape, showing a woman suffering hematoma after the surgery. Temporary numbness or loss of feeling, persisting pain at the incision site is fairly common in facelifts. Skin sensitivity, discoloration and swelling are not unusual too. There could be damage to deeper structures like nerves, blood vessels, muscles, and even lungs. This may be temporary or permanent. Of course, the most rare and feared of side effects is death. Toxic levels of anesthetics have been known to cause respiratory failure in some patients. Sometimes, in our eagerness to improve the situation, we only hear what the advertisers want us to hear, and don't pay attention to some risky facts about those treatments. The truth is, you never know how you will react. What I found shocking is how many women end up with some unexpected and unfavorable results. Pixie ears, ear burgers, which basically are swollen incision lines. Sometimes one ear becomes lower than the other. And list goes on. As you browse public forums, you can't help but notice the underlying worry and nervousness of those posts. Since nobody guarantees that the new surgery will improve the situation, well, the results of my search did not look great. But being a long-term yoga practitioner and familiar with the alternative health and beauty practices, I kept going. I intuitively knew there must be a better solution than that. After several years of intense studies, I discovered the incredible little-known secrets. I found some treasures that turned my life around. I call it Face Yoga Secrets. I plunged into the practice with my both feet and experienced amazing improvements. My whole face just lifted up. Fine lines were disappearing. After certain shifts in the diet, skin began to glow. Here's me then, when I after the practice, after several months of practice. It was such a thrill. Soon after, I began to share this incredible gift with other women who were also astonished of the immediate and visible results they experienced. It was natural, safe, and super effective. Imagine what it would feel like to have wrinkle-free, smooth face and radiant, glowing skin. When your face just lifts and tightens up with fast and lasting effect. When you look fresher, younger, more confident, attractive, sexy, sparkled up by compliments. When your self-esteem just shoots up. Well, they say it's better to see once than hear 100 times. I would say it's better to try out secrets once and experience it yourself. So this coming Monday, I host and invite you to an hour-long live webinar. Inside 5 Secrets of Rejuvenation, you will be able to tap into the 6 years of my experience, plus the wisdom I've gained from studying the various ancient and cutting-edge health and beauty techniques. The incredible thing is, some of the secrets are going back into the centuries and were practiced by the women renowned for their incredible skin and beauty, like Princess Cleopatra, for example. So, during the webinar, you will discover how to deal with the wrinkles and aging at its roots. Learn the selection of face yoga exercises which combat the most common issues like crow's feet, drooping jowls, and sagging neck. We'll start to improve your face right away, right there. You will be revealed some deadly killers of the youthful, healthy-looking, radiant skin. Find out about the miraculous face-nourishing oils and revered practices of skin rejuvenation. Now, you might think that if the single Botox injection costs $300, this training must be at least that or even more. Not even close. You won't have to spend $300. It's not $200. It's not $100, not even $50. I want you to experience the power and potential of the secrets, that I'm putting the price way low. And wait, there is a bonus too. I'm sharing with you this incredible book called 10 Great Ways to Self-Esteem by J.D. Vanstone. I guess that what many of us need, having our self-esteem to go right up. 10 great ways to self-esteem can help to achieve exactly that. Here the screenshot of here's the book. Absolutely encourage you to read this great book. Please note, I'm not selling or included in my offer for a monetary reward. This book is copyright free. Thought you could really benefit from this guide. It works and it's easy. It outlines how to access power of your subconscious mind, activate your positive chemicals, think and feel better. Activate your positive chemicals, well, I did mention that already. Teaches you how to become your own best friend. Develop an attitude of gratitude. Live in the present moment. Learn to accept compliments with thanks. Only 15 pages read, this book inspires and elevates. Certainly it inspired and elevated me. There are practical advices and exercises to implement. Simple yet powerful, it helps to create better, happier life. Back to the 5 secrets of rejuvenation. Did you know that one of the causes for the wrinkles to appear is slack, weak muscles? With time, losing their strength, they give into the power of gravitation. Those muscles stretch out the skin and underlying tissues, deforming facial features and wrinkle up the skin. With age, collagen production is decreased too. Skin loses its tightness and elasticity as a result. Of course, stress plays a big part. That's why I thought to send you the 10 great ways to self-esteem. It gives few ideas how to increase stamina and help to establish stress-proof attitude. Back to the 5 secrets. Like the rest of the body, our face has muscles, connective tissues, and that's what we target. We work them out as we were in the gym or yoga studio, making face muscles strong, flexible, lean and tight, improving blood circulation, increasing supply of fresh oxygen and nutrients to the skin tissues, so face gets better nourishment from within. All this by practicing your face yoga exercises, for only 10 minutes a day, which you can do while driving the car, walking children to school, watching TV, reading. During our live session, I will outline how to avoid costly mistakes which cause complexion go dull and lifeless, and share with you how to sidestep the struggle most people have and get straight to success. You will discover which foods are better to avoid in the diet and which to include, so your skin clears up and radiates health. What are the best ways to consume those miraculous, skin-clarifying, health-promoting foods? Finally, what is the best to put on our skin? Basically, you will have the tools to beautify your face from inside out. So register now! As I mentioned earlier, I put the price right down. And you won't have to spend $300 or $200. Not even $100 or $50, but only $37. That's right, for 1/10 of one Botox treatment price. I'm going to share with you gems which I have been collecting and polishing for almost 6 years, some of them longer. Look out for my next email with a link, or click the buy now button below if it's ready. Due to the webinar platform I'm using, places are limited. Of course, it's better to attend a live webinar, since you can have your questions answered right there and then. But wait, there is more. Because you haven't bought from me before, I want you to try 5 secrets risk-free. If you implement what I showed you and don't see a single change in your face, you can request full refund within 10 days of purchase. So you know you can reach out to me. Here's my email addresses. elladraper@ymail.com and ella88draper@gmail.com. My business mobile number for the UK is 44 and then 0. You don't have to dial if you're calling from abroad. If you're inside the United Kingdom, then dial 0 without 44, obviously. Then 77 66 695 175. Register for live session now. When your head hits the pillow tonight, you will finally know that you have taken control of your face and beauty. You don't have to rely on anyone else fixing it. You don't have to feel helpless about aging and put yourself at potential risk of the potential anti-aging procedures. And go to those forums, sharing the unexciting hope that perhaps next surgeon, next operation will fix the mistake. No longer you have to feel powerless, depressed about those little fine lines showing up here and there. Watch wrinkles getting deeper, cheekbones, jawlines slide down. Or feel upset about skin going dull and rely on makeup or that new product to brighten it up. You don't even have to consider aging gracefully concept. And will know which way to go if the aging only started to show itself up. And be rest assured that you're now in possession of this incredible set of keys which can help to reverse the aging process, improve the skin condition, and maintain that healthy, fresh look. Preserve your face beauty and glowing complexion for a long time. Register for the live webinar now. I'm really excited to see you at the webinar and hear about your results. So bye for now.